Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an Airbus pilot, and welcome back to the Fenix Airbus A319. Today we're going to fly the brand new A319 with sharklets on them, as they are operated by American Airlines. With American being one of the few operators who actually have A319s with sharklets. It absolutely makes sense though on flights like the one we are going to do today from Philadelphia to St. Maarten, which is a 3-hour and 25-minute flight, where the sharklets do absolutely help to conserve some fuel. Now, before we start, a quick message from today's sponsor, Say Intentions AI. If you're looking for an ATC add-on that can not just do your standard IFR A to B flight, but that's also capable of other things, like, for example, data link communications, or even a cabin crew simulation, then look no further than Say Intentions. We'll be using them in today's video for both the cabin crew as well as, of course, air traffic control. So if you like what you're about to hear, then check them out using the link in the pinned comment or the video description below. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. So welcome aboard our A319. Beautiful cabin in this aircraft, and it's such a small plane, isn't it? Now, let's get straight into the cockpit. We can see that electrical power has already been applied to the airplane, but nothing much has been done yet. So let's go over a quick safety inspection. That's thrust levers idle, master levers off, mode selector norm, the landing gear is down, the wipers are off, the batteries have more than 25.5 volts, but since they're powered that doesn't really count anymore anyway. External power is on and the weather radar is off. Now with that out of the way, let's get down into the electronic flight bag and start with the basics. So, as you can see, we are departing Philadelphia, heading out to the Atlantic Ocean, and then we have more or less a straight line down until we make a final turn towards St. Maarten. The weather en route should be good. The route nicely takes us around the areas of CVs that we have along here. And in terms of the airport weather, let's have a look. Philadelphia is very good, temperature 28 degrees already, and then our destination in St. Maarten is 29 degrees, good weather conditions all over the day, and the wind once again down on our favorite runway 10. Our primary alternate Pointe-à-Pitre has good weather conditions as well, and with that in mind we can head up into the flight plan, and as we can see, an on-time departure is going to result in a landing 35 minutes ahead of schedule. Beautiful. Now, that in mind, flight level 370 is the cruise level, and then going down a little bit into the fuel section, we can see that 23,500 pounds is the minimum takeoff fuel, plus taxi, let's round it up, 24,000 pounds of fuel should be absolutely good to go. Now, with that in mind, I tend to say we can start our preliminary cockpit preparation procedure. So, let's first of all go down here and order our boarding so that we get going. Now, passengers are looking good, cargo is looking good, fuel we want 24,000 pounds of fuel, and that's all looking excellent. So apply and load, and we can use GSX for both, please. Now with that done, let's head back into the panel, starting up here on the ADRs, 1, 2, 3, going in a nav. Then next up we're going to do the APU fire test, which is looking good, and then I am going to start the APU straight away because it's hot outside, 28 degrees, so let's get that thing going. Now that out of the way, let's go down here into our preliminary takeoff calculations. So departing Philly, 27 left, dry surface, synchronize the preliminary and the weather, and calculate. And what a surprise, we can depart. Who would have thought that that's possible? Now, that in mind, let's go down into the charts, ensure that we've got the correct charts automatically picked. Departure, Philadelphia 4, I suppose. Yep, that's looking just about right. Alright, good. And look at that, we even have SID-PT charts over here. I like it. Cool. So, that out of the way, we can head right back over here. APU starting. In the meantime, we do have sufficient oxygen. We have, well, we don't have the fuel just yet, but we do have sufficient hydraulics. We do have the engine oil needed, and the flaps agree with the lever, spoilers retracted. Then let's go ahead, release the parking brake, and do the brake test. And that is looking very good. So speed brake lever disagree, yeah, we can fix that. And then our parking brake is set again. Alright, last but not least, I am going to turn on the exterior lights. I will also turn on the APU bleed in order to get the aircraft air conditioned. And then I tend to say it's time for the walk around. So let's just quickly head into here, ensure that we actually have stairs in the back. We shouldn't in the front because we have a jetway. Okay, but aft stairs are connected, wonderful. Then we can head out for the walk around. Now, I'm afraid we are not really going to get out here. So, yeah, let's just quickly go into the walk-around mode here. And then we'll have to head all the way to the back of the airplane, and over there we can get out. Man, that reminds me of my A330 operation. We always have to get out from the back there as well. Alright, so the door is disarmed. And then handle open, and open it up, please. The only question is, where are my stairs? We did order them, didn't we? Let's try that one again. Fenix EFB. Always takes a little while to load. We need some stairs, otherwise something will happen that's going to be rather unhealthy. Okay, so Fenix, ground services, aft stairs. Interesting. Okay, well, that may be a little bug then. Well, ouch. Can we at least close the door from down here? Yes, we can. Or we could operate the gust block, but that's it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's start the walk around from straight over here. So everything's in a good shape down here. The brakes are rather old on this plane, but we already knew that much. Well, and the rest is looking good on this landing gear. Then let's walk around to the other side. Engine is looking good. The trailing edge is in a good shape, and then we can move on to the front. One of the red lights is on, as it should be. So, engine. Hatches are closed, that's probably most important here. So, looking at the leading edges of the fan blades, making sure that there is no damage to them, and then we can just spin that engine a little bit. As you can see, no problem at all. Alright then, let's move further up front. Static ports are good. Then pitot tubes are good. Tap probes, ice detectors, all of that stuff is looking good. Oop, let's not run into the truck. Alright, and it looks like a perfect Boeing 747 as well. Let's see how many of you are going to comment on that. So then, static ports are good, and the tubes on this side are all good as well. Ports are okay. Let's have a quick look at the fuel quantity.
FedEx 644, contact
Fueling.
New York Center on
Let's increase that one slightly.
118.975.
Just give me something like 24.2, please.
Switching to New York Center.
Just to be sure the refueling doesn't stop
FedEx 644.
before it should. Alright, the engine is rotating just nicely. So, down here everything's good, the leading edges are good, refueling in progress, and everything else is looking good over here as well. Lovely, then let's walk back up to the front. The wheels are good, the brakes are okay, and that's all looking good. So, let's not get run over. Leading edges are looking good, no sign of any damages, no leakages from the APU. And one of the lights is working, wonderful. Alright, so now we should find a stair over here to get us back up. That looks like we don't, so I'll just get myself back into the flight deck like this. Okay. And that's our walk around completed. So IRS still takes another 2 minutes until it's finished alignment. In the meantime, let's get down here. Now I am once again using my WinWing MCDU in order to control my MCDU. If you're wondering, that got broken with the update from Fenix, but you can still use MobiFlight to connect, and that works really, really well. So, American 3265, Philly to St. Martin, alternate Pointe Pitre, and 3 hours and 25, that's all looking good, wonderful. Alright then, let's just quickly request the latest weather for Philly. Oh, format error, interesting. The real one can take IATA codes as well. So on the real one you could type PHL instead of KPHL. Okay, lovely. So with that out of the way, let's get going. We'll start with the cockpit preparation. Starting up here. So oxygen supply on, recorded ground control on, CBR test is good, evacuation switch on captain, and the rest is set. In the middle, refueling is still ongoing, so we are not going to Alright, battery charges just fine. And what I was about to say is we're not going to turn the seatbelt signs on. Fuel pump can stay off for the time being as well. Then fire test, looks good, and looks good. And down here everything's set as well. Aft overhead panel is good, leading us down to the front. Now, let's see if we have received some messages in the meantime. Surprise, we have several load sheets and weather data. The last is what I'm interested in. QNH 3003. Like that. Alright, it is the 29th of July, that's correct, and then we can move down here. So, audio controls, VHF 1, VHF 2, let's turn those down a little bit. And the interphone, that's all looking good. The weather radar down here is on weather and turbulence, off, auto, calibrated, that's all good. Alright, down here everything's set, down here everything's set, and then let's get started with our FMS. Alright, so, I'm gonna get the flight plan up over here, if it lets me. Here we go. So, SimBrief dispatch and view. Okay then, so A319-100 CFM56, nav database up to date, and we can acknowledge all those status messages. Then, init, request, and this might take a few moments to uplink. In the meantime, call sign will be American 3265. Like that, cost index 15, flight level 370. Alright, so here's the flight plan, Philly to St. Martin. Then, let's go ahead, departure, runway. I suppose it's going to be 27 left. And PHL for departure, insert. And for the arrival, we're looking at the RNAV approach, runway 10, no stop. And we're coming in from Slugo, so let's select that as transition. Here we go. And insert. Now, for the secondary flight plan, we need the PHLX, I'm gonna call it 4-point. That's KPHL27 right, slash, let's quickly find out what that runway track is, 267, or should have been 27 left, okay. L/267/25, store, and then we'll just insert that here again. I did talk to Amir in the meantime, and he said he is working on that stuff. So that's very good. This is the first step, the ability to be able to enter all this stuff over here correctly, and the second step is going to be to actually fix the automatic insertion of the waypoint as well. Alright, so that good stuff is here. Then I'm going to enter a re-landing on 27 left, no star, and no via. Thank you very much. And now let's enter the same thing on the fix info page, KPHL 27 left, and 267, and then PHL X4. Here we go, that's good. Alright, so now on to the init and B page. We have gotten several load sheets in the meantime, so let's see. I think the last is probably the most important. That's edition number 3 on the November 924. That's our aircraft. 2 pilots, 3 cabin crew from Philly to St. Maarten. 0 fuel weight 119.3. And that's with a CG of 28. So the fuel was 24. Now let's get the alternate fuel figures. That's 3.1 and 2.2. Like this. Looking good. So average wind component is 14 knots tailwind. And then let's go on to the performance. So, flap 1 takeoff, 68 degrees. Then, let's see about our speeds. 152, 152, 156. Like that. So, reduction and acceleration, they use 1500 for each. I'm gonna do 1000 each. Oh, what's that? 1000/1000. That's better. Engine out acceleration 1500 is good. Climb page is good. And lastly, KPHL27 left is good. Wonderful. So with that, our FMS pre-flight is complete. We could cross-check the route, but I think that still needs a little bit more work. Yeah, look at that, I can't even store it. PHL SXM, is that gonna work? Nope. Okay. So that still needs a little bit more work. Alright. So let's get up to the FCU. 3003. Constraints, VOR. Initial climb, I don't know. Let's see if we can find out. So, SID PT, Philly 4. Let's load up that chart. So, that's runway 08, not Alice. 9, no, 27 left, that was it. Okay, initial climb by ATC. Alright, I'm just gonna set something like 4,000 or so. Or make it 5,000, that's fine. Alright, and this side should be set as well now. Can't really cross-check that SID, so that's all fine. Alright, refueling is finished. And that's all looking superb. Alright, cool. So everything that we could have done is done up here. We can accept that load sheet. Let's also go ahead and close that aft door before anyone falls out. And then I suppose we can disconnect the external power unit. Ground flight? You may remove the GPU already. Thank you. And the brakes are still set, that's good. Let's also close that door. Alright, so before we do anything else and have to rebrief, let's actually go ahead and grab our IFR clearance. We don't have PDC in this aircraft, so we'll actually have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's have a look at the AGC, grab our delivery frequency. So, delivery 11885. And the 8 is 135925.
Al, contact you have information Bravo. Philadelphia International Airport, information Bravo. 1254 Zulu. Wind 160 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, view at 2000 feet. Temperature 31. Dew point 24. Altimeter 3003. Density altitude 1800 feet. Arriving runways 27 left, 27 right, 35, 26. Departing runways 27 left, 35. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Bravo.
Okay, information Bravo is on board. Philadelphia delivery, American 3265, information Bravo, request IFR clearance.
One second while I grab the paperwork.
Okay, he's at work, that's good. They have armed 2 slides but not the other. That's interesting. On the last flight they did a little bit of strange work with the slide arming as well. I have a feeling that Fenix may have to rework a little bit over here. But then again,
American 3265, information Bravo is current, cleared to Juliana. After departure, fly radar vectors Woodstown, then as filed. Departure runway 27 left, initial climb to 4000. Departure on 123.8, squawk 5264.
American 3265 is cleared to Juliana via runway 27 left, radar vectors, initial climb 4000, departure 1238, squawk 5264.
American 3265, read back correct.
Okay, thanks. So, 27 left and radar vectors to Woodstown, that's the one we have over here. Initial climb to 4000. Set departure 123.8. I'm going to tune that down here as a reminder. Here we go, 1238, and then squawk 5264. Since a couple of you have asked me why I'm using the Say Intentions cabin crew announcements rather than the announcement that come with the Fenix, the answer is quite simple. I've got a couple of copyright strikes because, don't forget, the only way to get those airline announcements via a strange Discord server is because copyrights are involved. Alright, good. So, the clearance is here and everything's entered. Then we can clear that scratch pad. We have already received the final load sheet as well, so let's quickly say hello to the passengers, and once that is done we'll do the final figures. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emmanuel in the name of American Airlines. Welcome aboard our Airbus A319 on our flight to St. Maarten, Princess Juliana Airport. Today's flight time will be 3 hours and 25. We're expecting a smooth flight in 37,000 feet. We'd like to thank you very much for being our guests. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight with us. And finally, I'd like to ask you to pay your full attention to the cabin crew safety demo, as that's not just their morning stretches, but is actually useful for your personal safety, if you believe it or not. Thank you very much for your attention. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. So, that much about our cabin. Then we've got a load sheet in compliance with edition number 3, 119.2 versus 119.3, and the CG on this one is 28. That's looking good, and that's a takeoff weight of 142.8, which matches the load sheet. Wonderful. So accept this. Let's see, 25.9, that equals something over here, up 0.6. And the rest of the data is good. Wonderful. So, are you ready for the departure briefing? Then let's go for it. In the meantime, I will just flicker the beacon over here so that they start working on the pushback. Alright, so for the departure briefing. we are sitting in Philadelphia. Departure will be off runway 27 left with the Philadelphia 4 departure, which is runway heading 4000. Thereafter radar vectors. 4000 has already been mentioned. The MSA is 3000 and extra fuel and time. Let's have a look at that. Is exactly 0. Alright, no hotspots for our taxi routing, and we do have to cross runway 27 right though. Now for the takeoff, we've got a stop margin of approximately 1,500 feet if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1,447 feet. In case of an engine out, we climb on the runway track 3000 to the Philadelphia X4 point. If we need to make an immediate return, the ILS 27 left is programmed, and that's the longest runway we've got available. Now, I've got nothing special or non-standard. We are above the maximum landing weight, but insignificant, and that's it. Do you have any questions? No? Lovely. So that's our briefing complete. Then we can do the cockpit preparation checklist, please. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity is 24,100 pounds. Seatbelts on, ADRs, nav, and barrel rev QNH 3003. And that's the cockpit preparation checklist complete. Alright, let's get the ground frequency. That's 1 to 1.9 R. Ground from flydeck, go ahead. Please confirm all doors and hatches are closed, ground equipment is removed, and the bypass pin is installed. All confirmed, Captain. Thanks, we'll call for clearance. Philadelphia ground, American 3264, request pushback and startup. And it's 3265, but that's not gonna matter.
American 3265, pushback and startup approved, tail north.
Pushback and startup approved, tail north, American 3265. Alright, that's basically into the alley.
American 2184.
So the bacon is on, and before start checklist please. Park and brake. Set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. V1 152, VR 152, V2 156, flex 68. Windows. Closed, bacon, on, and tasty. Before start checklist complete. So, ground flight. We are clear to push and start. Tail north, park and brake set. So that's going to be north left as far as I can see. Right, release brakes. Brakes released. Off block at, yeah, call that 29, and that's 4 minutes of delay. Not sure. You make up a reason as long as it's not us. Alright, and with that, here we go. So, tail north probably means either to the start line over there or to the engine start point over here. I would guess the start point over here. Okay, we're beyond the line.
American 2184 ready to taxi.
And I suppose we can go ahead and start the engines.
American 2184, taxi to runway 35
Sequence
via
will be
Bravo.
1 then 2.
35 via Bravo,
Engine
Echo
one
American
start.
2184.
Bing. Okay, engine 1, start forward. Thrust lever not at idle. Thrust lever's idle. Well, it was almost an idle. That's good. It's an idle now. That's cleared the ECAM. Wonderful. It's a very good thing that Airbus has actually introduced this ECAM, because in the past, before that particular caution was available, there were quite a couple of incidents where pilots had the thrust levers significantly above idle. And despite the ECAM caution, the engine is still going to start. The only problem is once it's stabilized, it's going to run up to the commanded thrust. And that can quickly go wrong. Alright, good start in engine 1, starting engine 2.
In the unlikely event of an evacuation, please leave your luggage on board and proceed to the nearest exit.
And the push is complete, set brakes.
I'd like to remind you that
Brakes
the
set.
cabin offers free biscuits, cookies, and pretzels, along with soft drinks, coffee, and tea.
So, please disconnect tug tow bar bypass pin and advisement clear.
And snack boxes are $8.90.
Number 2 starting up.
Please note that our buy on board service is now cashless, so kindly have a credit or debit card ready.
Hello there, company A320
Thank you.
with reversers deployed. Alright ground, we've got 2 good engine starts. Please prepare the airplane for taxi. See you on the right hand side with a pin and have a good day. Bye bye. And avail. Lovely. So, trim up 0.6. Should be about here. Just the pack. That's good. Alright. Then we're just waiting for the marshaller. And there he is. Clear signal received. Wonderful. After start checklist please. Anti-ice. Off. Ecom status. Checked. Pitch trim. It's 25.9%. Rudder trim. Neutral. After start checklist complete. We'll do the flight control check during taxi and then American 3265 request taxi.
American 3265, taxi to runway 27 left via Quebec, Kilo November, cross runway 9 left, then Sierra 3.
American 3265, taxi runway 27 right via Quebec, Kilo November and Sierra 3, cross runway 27 left. Okay, so Quebec, Kilo November, Sierra 3, runway 27 left. Do we have figures for that? Come on. Ah, lovely GSX menu blocking the quick spots. We actually don't. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe we're able to fix that. Clear right side. Clear left side. Let's go. Brake check. Pressure 0. So, Quebec,
American
Kilo,
2084, ready
November.
for push and start.
Straight out, first left, first right.
Push and start approved. American 2084.
Okay, so Kilo will be next left. Ten knots for the turn, that's wonderful. So on Kilo now. Slightly overshot the turn here. Okay, so November will be next to the right. Over there. And then we've got November, Sierra 3. So, confirm clear to cross. A-phone, clear to cross. And
Approaching
we're clear on both
0,
sides.
9, left.
Strobe lights on. American 3265, request intersection Sierra 1.
American 3265, intersection S1 approved. Continue taxi to runway 27 left via Sierra 1.
Continue taxi to 27 left via Sierra 1, American 3265. Okay, that's easier. Then, no changes to the briefing. Squawk is checked.
American 1313 ready for push and start.
Approaching 27 left.
Not
Push
yet.
and start. Approved. American 1313.
Alright, everything is looking good. Then let's continue straight ahead to the runway. And now that we got a bit of time, let's just disarm that auto brake and flight control check, please. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. And the rudder. Full left. Full right. And neutral. So, auto brakes armed again, and taxi checklist, please. So, flight controls, checked, flap setting, config 1 plus F, radar and predictive wind shear, on and auto, engine mode selector, norm, and ECA memo, takeoff no blue, taxi checklist complete. Alright, this is Sierra 1. And then let's call tower.
American 1313 ready to taxi.
American
It's going to
1313,
be
taxi to
on
runway 35 via Bravo, Echo.
left 135.
35 via Bravo, Echo American 1313.
Philadelphia Tower, American 3265, ready for departure. It lost the departure frequency. And of course I don't have it written anywhere. Let's see, do I
American
remember?
3265, Philadelphia Tower, runway 27 left, hold short 737 on the runway.
Holding short 27 left, American 3265. I think it's 1328 or something like that for departure. Let's try that one, and if that's not right, we can always just call once we're airborne. Okay, so 737 on the runway, they say. The question is, where? I would rather say
American
A320 overtaking.
2365, holding short, runway 27 left, ready for departure.
American 2365, winds 160 at 3, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
He's getting him off first. Okay, that's fine.
27 left, cleared for takeoff, American 2365.
So, let's hope that we can depart before the other guy over there. I think what Say Intentions is doing here is that they are clearing people to the displaced threshold. That would explain the Sierra 3 clearance. And therefore, since someone else is coming from here, I have a feeling that being at Sierra 1, they might give priority to everything over here at Sierra 3. But let's see about it. We're gonna wait and see, and hopefully we'll get our clearance once the company A320 over there has departed. If not, I'm going to annoy him a little bit. But the other guy is taxiing so slowly, I think we have good chances. Interesting seeing that 319 with the sharklets. A completely new view. Haven't seen something like that in a long, long while. Very interesting proportions as well. Those sharklets are huge on this airplane. So, he's going. Then let's hope that we'll be next to get clearance.
Philadelphia Tower, American 1428, established on the ILS runway 27 left.
American American 1428, roger.
American 3265, ready for departure. So, there's a 737.
American 3265, runway 27 left, hold short of the runway 712, 2-mile final.
Over to departure.
Okay,
American
that guy is
2365.
here. Okay, that's fair enough. And I think this is the 737 that he talked about earlier. Or maybe someone who just went airborne, because I really didn't see that traffic. But, doesn't matter. Okay, here comes the other plane. Let's see what the AI is gonna do. Oh, 717. But without landing gear. Now he's got him out. Better late than never. Bang. Welcome to Philadelphia.
American 3265, runway 27 left, winds 160 at 3, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff, American 3265. Cabin crew, prepare for departure. Alright, let's go. Lineup checklist. Takeoff runway, 27 left full length. TCAS, TARA, PEX 1 and 2, off. Lineup checklist complete. Okay, the traffic seems off, at least as far as I can see.
On
Then let's go.
runway
Take
27 left.
Manflex 68, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Thrust set. Knots, checked. E1, rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav.
Philadelphia Tower, American 1180, established on the RNAV runway 27 right.
Full heading.
American 1180, roger.
Heading.
American 2427, hold short of runway 27 right. American 3265, contact departure.
Departure, American 3265. Philadelphia departure, American 3265, passing 1400, climbing 4000. Thrust climb, open climb, auto thrust.
American 3265, Philadelphia departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 15,000, turn left heading 185, vectors to Woodstown, then on navigation.
Left heading 185, climb maintain 15,000, vectors to Woodstown, American 3265. Flaps 0. Speed checked. Flaps 0.
American 3265, Woodstown is approximately 13 miles south of your current position. Continue on your current heading and climb to 15,000 feet.
American 3265, just confirm we're in turn. Confirm heading 185.
American 999, 15,000.
American 999, radar contact.
American 3265. Confirmed direct Woodstown.
American 3265, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb maintain level 210, American 3265.
The American 3265, direct to Woodstown confirmed, continue as filed.
Thank you, direct to Woodstown, thereafter as filed, American 3265. Okay, Woodstown, insert. Nav. Climb, autopilot. Okay.
American 3265, after the United States, you will be flying over the Atlantic Ocean towards your destination, Juliana Airport, TNCM.
That is correct. Even though I have no idea why you're telling me this. So, acceleration flow pattern, flaps up, speed brakes retracted, landing gear up, and packs on. Lovely! This is a good reminder from ATC though, because we still have to program a little bit of stuff for the oceanic part of this flight. So let's just go back into the route overview here. So at let's see, basically entering oceanic airspace at Rowley over there. Or is it? That rescue? Could be. Yeah, we do have rescue on the plan. Let's say it's that. So, vertical revision, constant Mach, 0.78. Insert to the top of descent. And here we go. Okay, so cruise 37, optimum 36, and maximum 39. I think we're good to go in level 37. Passing 10,000. And yeah, we can release our guests. So, airport, airport, and then clear and copy, please.
Philadelphia approach American 2809, 16,000.
Departure.
Alright, we've already talked about the
for 4,000.
airports themselves.
American 3265, climb and maintain flight level 280.
We are now above the
American 3265, climb maintain level 280.
electronic devices is now allowed.
28,000
Feel free
blue.
to connect to our
So then a very quick check of the en route weather.
Anything, just let one of us know. Thank you.
ATSU, AOC menu, weather, request. So we'll take Philadelphia, then we'll take Bermuda, and then we'll go with our destination.
American 2084, contact Philadelphia,
Alright,
departure on
let's see what we've got.
123.8.
So first of
Over to
all
Philadelphia,
load sheets are all seen.
123.8.
Then
American
Philadelphia, well,
2084.
we do know that that's good. Bermuda, 220 at 5, 10 kilometers, showers in the vicinity,
Philadelphia departure,
good weather,
American 2084
and
at
finally
1,000.
St. Martin, very good weather.
American 2084,
Okay,
radar
beautiful.
contact.
So, back into the flight plan.
Philadelphia
And
approach,
we've
American
got
2758,
no
16,000.
data down here, that's fine. So I am just going to do some stuff manually. So let's go to data and equal time point. We want Philadelphia, that's good. And then we'll check Bermuda.
American 2758, radar
Like
contact.
this. No wind conditions, and that should be fine. Alright then, cool. So with all of that done, we're about to reach transition altitude here in a minute. We don't need the chrono anymore over here. Done everything, done everything. Let's check the arrival time. That's 16:16, and according to the plan, we should be there in 16:40.
American 3265, climb and maintain flight level 340.
American 3265, climb maintain level 340. Okay, flight level, well, 34,000 blue. Alright, I think so far everything's going well. Then I tend to say, I'll tell you what, set standard now, then we've got everything done. Standing cross-check, passing level 175. Now. Alright, lights are off, signs are off, and with that everything's done. So I see you all again a little bit later when we start our approach into St. Maarten.
approach on 128.905.
128.905, American 3265. Alright, 128.905. Juliana approach American 3265, passing level 140, descending level 60.
American 3265, Juliana approach identified. Good afternoon, expect the RNAV runway 10 approach into Juliana.
RNAV runway 10, American 3265. Alright, lovely. So, that is what we are going to do. We are passing Slugo, joining the RNAV approach right now.
American 3265, contact Juliana approach on 128.905.
And that's what we're on. Sometimes you just gotta tell them when they say nonsense. Okay, so, let's quickly discuss the approach that we're about to fly. It's the RNAV approach to runway 10 coming out of Slugo. So from up here we're going down to Avaki and then via Lizor to the missed approach point at Maarten. The weather is
American
excellent
3265,
today.
descend altitude 3600, turn left heading 115 vectors for the RNAV runway 10 approach.
Descend 3600, left heading 115 vectors for the RNAV runway 10, American 3265. American 3265, confirm the QNH. Thrust low descent heading, flight level 35 blue.
American 3265, QNH is not applicable here. Please confirm the QNH setting is 1016.
QNH 1016, thank you. Ha! Okay, no questions asked, set QNH. QNH 1016, cross-check passing 11,340 now. Okay, good, so let's go ahead and start working on the briefing. And that's gonna be for you, my friend. Alright, so on off approach runway 10, we are already inbound, well, we are on a radar vector right now, and later on it's going to be via Avaki. MSA is 4,100, minimum 700, go around after Marmor is a right-hand turn, and climbing 4,000. Extra fuel and time, let's have a quick look, is 2,600 pounds, 35 minutes. Lovely, so we are going to fly this using flight director guidance with final approach mode. Before Mapen we have to go flight directors off, birds on, and...
American 3265, descend altitude 3500, turn right heading 185.
Descending 3,500, right heading 185, American 3265. Okay, heading 185, and 3,500 is blue anyway. So, we're going to use config full, maximum reverse, auto brake low. We'll have to make 180 at the end of the runway. Stop margin should be more than enough. Vacate the runway to the right hand side later on, but that's already with the backtrack. So turn it around, maybe over here, otherwise over here. And then we backtrack and exit via Charlie to the main terminal. Okay, and I think that's mostly it. Nothing special, nothing non-standard, threats for the arrival. To be honest, I don't see any. Anything from your side? No?
Captain,
Lovely.
cabin is ready.
Okay, thanks. So, passing 10,000, lights on, signs on, we don't need the landing system. And then we've got GPS primary, high accuracy, engine mode selector norm, and that's the preparation complete down here. Let me see the approach checklist, please. Barrel ref, QNH 1016, seatbelts on, minimum, barrel 700, auto brake, low, engine mode selector, norm. The approach checklist complete. Alright, let's tidy up the FMS. Direct to Avaki with radial in. Let's see, what are we drawing there? Not that. Should be something like 280. What's the approach track again? Let's see, 096, respectively 276. Okay, insert.
American 3265, 12 miles from Avaki. Turn left heading 150, descend altitude 2600 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway, 10 approach.
Left heading 150, descend 2,500 feet, cleared Anna from a 10, American 3265. Alright then, direct Avaki please. Enough. Descend. And here we go. We might have to help it a little bit. We might be a little bit high right now. And it's an A319, so let's better not risk it. Especially with the sharklets. It may not descend as well as we'd like it to. But that's just a suspicion. Okay, so checklist is completed. Basically everything is completed. The approach phase has already activated itself automatically. So let's just work on getting the airplane below that profile. Looking at the approach chart once again, we are going to leave 2,600, 5.9 miles from the runway. No, actually 5.9 from Mapen. It should be 26, not 25. Alright, so approach mode armed. Final approach. Managed speed. Alright, the speed is slowly coming back. We have about 5 miles until we begin our final descent. What's the VLO over here? Extension 250. Okay. We might need that to slow down. Yeah, we will need that. Gear down. I made the right call, extended the speed brake earlier.
3265, contact Juliana Tower on 118.7.
1187, American 3265. But I made the mistake that I didn't realize that I was in descent instead of open descent, so it just used thrust to counter my speed brake. That did not help. Okay, flap swap. Speed checked, flap swap. Juliana Tower, American 3265, established runway 10. Alright, now it's slowing down nicely. The gear
American
definitely helps.
3265, Juliana Tower, roger, continue approach.
Continue approach, American 3265. Cabin pressure, low differential pressure. Yeah, just open your valve, then it's gonna be fine. Clear roof. Thank you. Flaps 2. Speed checked. Flaps 2. So we're in final approach mode, then we can set the missed approach altitude.
American 3265, wind
4,000
090 at 10, runway 10, cleared to land.
Runway 10, clear to land, American 3265. Alright, that is looking good. So the plane is slowing down, slowly but steadily. We're clear to land, everything is done. Lovely.
2,500.
Checked. Runway inside. Flaps 3. Speed checked. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Speed checked. Flaps full. Yeah, retracting you. Alright, just waiting for the final landing checklist then to appear on the ECAM. Landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing no blue, landing checklist complete. Lovely! So that is looking pretty good so far. Then the puppy is showing 3 whites, 1 red, which is somewhat expected with these temperatures here. So, let's have some fun. Flight directors off, bird on, set runway track. Then let's fly ourselves down into the puppy. So the reason why we arrived a little bit high on the puppies was because of the high temperatures. Remember, warm air expands and therefore you're actually a little bit higher than your altimeter reads in warm temperatures. This is kind of the opposite of the cold temperature correction that you do in winter. In summer you usually arrive a little bit higher on the puppies on non-precision approaches.
100 above.
Checked.
Approaching 10.
That is intentional.
Minimum.
Continue.
$500.
So it's a little bit gusty over here. American 3265, wind check. Just gotta love this view, huh?
100.
American 3265, roger.
Roger is not a wind.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers, reverse green, decel. Manual brakes. 70 knots.
900 meters remaining.
Okay, let's bring it into the turn pad. And again, I don't know why anyone sane would place a taxi light on a turn pad. To be honest, I don't think anybody sane did.
American
I think the
3265,
beta
welcome to
testers
Juliana.
just didn't do their job.
Taxi to General Aviation Parking via Echo Charlie Alpha. Cross runway 10 at your discretion. Stay with me.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Princess Juliana.
American 3265 requests taxi
Approaching
to gate Alpha
28.
Philadelphia. We have just landed at Princess Juliana International Airport. The local time here is 11:18 a.m. Please remain seated.
On runway
American
28.
3265, taxi to gate A1 via Echo Charlie Alpha.
1,400
Charlie Alpha,
meters
Gate Alpha 1, American
remaining.
3265. Alright, that sounds a lot better.
Thank you for flying with American Airlines.
So then, temperature is 30, that means we are not going to retract the flaps completely.
American 3265, taxi to gate A1 via Charlie Alpha. Good day.
You said that already. American 3265, can we vacate the runway via Charlie?
American 3265, vacate runway via Charlie approved.
Thank you, vacating via Charlie approved, American 3265. Okay, that makes it easy, finally. So, GSX. Alpha 1. No follow me needed. Handling by Menzies. So, vacate next right. And then we've got 3 minutes. Shut down engine 2. So, I wonder why there is no other aircraft here, except for a couple of business jets. And a float plane. With extendable wheels. Okay, that's fine. Looks like we're a little bit too early. Yeah, 1600. All the wide bodies still have to come in. So, Alpha 1 is to the left-hand side. And then over here. Lights off. Alright, so Marshall is inside and he's marshalling. Oh, lovely. That was a good job down there. Very good job. So, shutting down one. Alright, engines are spooling down. The N1 is spooling down a little bit too slow. Like by the time N2 reaches 20%, N1 should basically be at about 5 or lower. Okay, 20%. Beacon off. That's the trigger to disarm the slides down here. And with the slides disarmed, we can turn off the seatbelt sign. Parking checklist. Parking brake trucks. Brake released. Engines off. Wing light off. Fuel pumps off. Parking checklist complete. So Lon, you can start the deboarding down here. And I think at an airport like this they should hopefully also have an air conditioning unit available. But let's see. Give me preconditioned air, please. Here we go. Alright, wonderful. And that's all I got for you today. Welcome to Princess Juliana. We are going to do the post-flight procedures now. That's mainly turning the transponder off, checking that we had even fuel usage, which is looking good. Then we can check the FMS, data monitor, IRS drift is absolutely within limits. And with all of that out of the way, thank you very much for flying along. I do hope you guys have enjoyed the flight as much as I did. I surely had a blast flying in the St. Maarten once again. This surely wasn't the last St. Maarten we're gonna do on the channel, but in the meantime, I do hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I did. Leave your feedback in the comments underneath, and with that, I'm really looking forward to see you all again on the next one. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe, and if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.